All right, so in a cold call, you are selling status. So my name's Ori. I run two companies. I have Manos Health, which is a healthcare marketing firm and consultancy, and I have Mirraponte Marketing, which is an outreach agency that I run with my wife. We do a lot of cold calling, and it's very important to understand that in a cold call, the primary thing that you are selling is actually not the offer of the client. The primary thing you are selling in a cold call is status. And when I'm training my callers, the first question I ask them is, I'm like, why do you think people hire us? And they're like, well, what do you mean? Because we do a good job, because we're responsive, because we work hard. And I was like, okay, but why us versus an AI? Why us versus a call center in India, a call center in Africa? And they're like, well, we sound very American. We sound like we don't have an accent. So, and I said, but why does sounding American matter? Besides the fact that we're selling mostly to Americans, but not all. And they're like, well, America right now is number one. Right? Maybe China in 100 years. I don't know, guys. I'm not. I'm pretty familiar with China. I think America's going to stay on top. But I said, okay, so people hire us because America's the high status country. Maybe if India was at the same economic level of America, people would want to have an Indian accent on calls, as crazy as it is to believe. So what we train our callers to do is to sound like a very high status American. And how do high status people communicate? So the first thing is they're loud, they're clear, they pause, they use what I like to call bullet point tonality. So when someone is low status, they use what I call ellipse tonality. Or I have to convince this girl that I'm on a date with that it's okay that I live with my parents. So very long run on, like, I'm working on this and I'm doing this. Versus when you talk to the CEO, it's always like bum, 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 like you're talking in like little bullet points on a screen. They smile and they're warm. They're very competent. They're empathetic, but they get right to the point and they're outcome indifferent. So one of the things I used to train when I was training salespeople is like, well, imagine you were making $1 million a month, no matter what's going on. How much, even if I put a gun to your head, I can't really make you care about one specific interaction. So that's what I mean. So you love everybody, but you don't know which ones are going to go through. And to be honest, it's not even any of your business. You just run your game and you're like, the people that want it, want it. So this is true of all sales, but in a cold call versus a cold email or versus a LinkedIn message, it's really, really important, because I can't tell you how many offers or how many clients we had where we had a low status caller, we took them off, we either retrained them, put them on another offer, or we just got rid of them, and then we bring a high status good caller in, and then all of a sudden it's like a 5x, because our brains are just hardwired. We have AI, we have computers, we have TV, we have all these things. We're in the modern world, but our brains don't know that. So the old part of your brain didn't really change that much from Greek rhetoric. In Greek rhetoric, if you read the Odyssey and the Iliad, the gods are always coming in and raising people's status. They make him taller, they make his voice deeper, they shine a halo on him. They always increase the status so that people listen to him, because we're hardwired. We're like, some people matter. People that are at our level or above us, we listen to. And then if we think if someone is below us in status, we just don't listen to them. It's how our brain filters information. And now that you know that, you can just play the game. It doesn't mean you have to buy into it. It just means you have to play the game. That's all. And then once they know who you are and once they understand the value, then you don't have to play the status game. But listen, life is more fun. If you had something that costs $0 that, first of all, it's fun to communicate in a high status way. It's good for your hormonal profile. If you're low status, you're not gonna feel good. But also, you just get what you want. It's free, so it's good to learn this stuff. Anyway, if you need help with cold email, cold calling, LinkedIn, sales coaching, just DM me. You can go to the websites, but you can always DM me. Anyway, have a great day, and I'm gonna try to make 5 a week, guys. We've just been so busy. But hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow.